would it be fair to say we've lost touch with ourselves in the sense that we either don't know how to listen, or we just haven't got time to listen, or we're just too scared to listen?
That it's a bit of all of that. It's a bit of all of that. So what's happened is we've actually shut off from our feelings or emotions. You know, we just can't go there. We haven't got time, or it's too scary, or we're just too busy. We're just
too painful to go there.
Yeah, too painful and scary, and that's what we avoid going there. So what this does, in a safe environment, we have a conversation with your subconscious mind
via the body.
Yeah. So then we're able to identify what some of these beliefs about ourselves are that we have that we won't acknowledge. So since we're a young child, we've been having experiences all our lives that have made us believe certain things about ourselves, and we don't go there and acknowledge these feelings. We just shove them down and pretend that they're not there. And, you know, part of doing that, you know, I can talk about, you know, my experience from having in the past been in corporate world and being driven, you know, like to succeed and to prove myself and to show how good I really was. And, you know, like working 10 to 16 hour days just to make sure that, you know, got everything done, because I couldn't possibly have shown anyone any cracks or anything that might have suggested that underlying all of this, I was actually feeling like a fraud. I was feeling inadequate. I was feeling quite often powerless about situations. So by going through this Lifeline Technique process, because I've done it on myself as well and had it done on me, I can now run sessions on myself all the time. So I'm able to get in touch with these hidden beliefs about myself, because what comes with these hidden beliefs is, you know, the fact that you don't feel good enough, really underlying all of this stuff. So once I actually acknowledge that and see that that's what's really going on underneath, and that's part of what's driving me to try and prove to everyone that I am worthy, when perhaps underneath I don't feel worthy. As I go through and clear all these beliefs, I become more and more connected with my feelings, with feelings. So then I can actually connect with these feelings, because it's our feelings that allow us to actually take action. Okay. Actions that we want to take, not that we are reactively taking.
Yeah, the knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
So coming back to the topic at hand today, it is, okay, how do I get clear? Let's say, hypothetically, somebody knows they're not entirely happy in the job they're in, but they have all these financial commitments, and at some level they know that there is a different path for them.
Yeah.
But that is still a bit fuzzy. Yeah. Now, that fuzziness, I'm just putting it out there, can be a due to the fact that, like you say, all these unacknowledged fears and worries are still there, and that's clouding the issue. Whereas I feel that if we're very clear about what we want in life, it's much easier to step out, even though it's scary. You know, if you've got a corporate life and you want to get into business for yourself because you're passionate about making cupcakes, healthy cupcakes for kiddies so that they don't turn into obese, unhealthy adults, teaching people to eat well, but doing it in a way that you still be able to pay your bills, and not only that, become financially wealthy and independent as a result of it. So just going back to that, in today's conversation. So you people out there on Stick and Blog TV and everybody else watching, I'm sure you know of somebody who's in that situation, or if you own up, you might also be in that sort of situation where you're wondering, what is the best course of action that I can take so that I'm not just going in all these different directions and then finding that I've burnt through my capital, or that, you know, it's an abject failure because it really wasn't what I wanted to do. but I just didn't know, and I just picked one out of a hat, so to speak, you know. So coming back to you with the muscle testing and the being clear about being focused and sharp about what is it that I want or the person wants. Can you talk about how you help that person in terms of the questions you ask? I know it's not a cookie cutter thing because we're all unique individuals, but generally, how would you get a person to